Hi everybody, it's Chris here and it's time for another weekly sales video. So last week, as you would have seen from my previous video, went so well. I've had another fantastic week. Very similar in the amount of the figures that the items sold for. A few more items, but we'll fire straight into them. So this time, this 7-day sales, this goes from the 23rd till the 30th. We've done 70 sales for a grand total of £1,742.21. So another fantastic week, excellent week, super happy, real mix of stuff. So I'll fire through them. I won't go through all 70. I'll pick out maybe 20 of the top sales and we'll fire straight into them. So first up is the Leapfrog Scoop and Learn ice cream cart. So this was brand new, picked up from a charity shop, sat around for a little while. The same item is actually for sale in toy shops at the moment. So I put it up for £45. They just dropped the price in the toy shop to about £35. So I'm super happy to get £37.99 including postage. Get it at the door, get it sold. Fantastic start. And that was yesterday's sale. So great sale. Next up, we have two figures. So this was part of a big toy haul I picked up recently. These are two Star Wars Micro Machine sets. One is Luke Skywalker and one is Planet Tatooine. They sold for £45 each, so £90 in total. They're going out to the same buyer. They're going abroad. Fantastic sale. I'm glad they're going. These are all nearly gone now, so super happy about that. Next up is an item that I picked up at Retail Arbitrage. I thought I'd do really well, especially with Christmas coming up. Had it up for £15. Unfortunately, I took an offer of £12. I've got a stack of them, so they're lying about. Made a little bit of money. Glad to get them moving. Next up is another Star Wars Micro Machines piece. So I thought this would sell really fast. So I had it up for £50. Back and forth. Few lowball offers have come in, but an offer of £43 come in. I was happy with that. Get it sold. Millennium Falcon, made by Gloop, mid-90s, out the door. Great sale. Next up is another item that I thought I wasn't sure if it would sell well. I'd never sold this kind of item before. This is a Rawlings Baseball Junior glove. Obviously, baseball is big in America, not so much in the UK. So I wasn't sure if it would. I've seen a couple of comps, £15, £20. Wasn't so sure. Picked it up for a few pounds. Stuck it up for £15. An offer came in for £12. Happy with that. Got it moving. Next up, we are going to look. So this is one that I remember as a kid as well. Any 90s kids on here will remember these. Everyone was crazy for these. These are Pogs. So it's a cardboard, essentially a cardboard disc you throw a slammer at. It was massive in the 90s. I had a load of them. I wasn't really sure what to do. So I bundled them up into little lots. So you got the pot, you got a load of Pogs, and you got a couple of slammers. And the same person bought both sets. I had them up for $19.99 each. The same person bought both. I put 28 official Pogs in there, 3 slammers and a tube. I didn't know, I had no comps to go off because I made up a custom bundle. £20 each, super happy. The same buyer bought both of them, so it saves me on postage. £40 is a great sale. Next up is an item when I picked up the massive toy bundle, I sold one of these recently. There was a couple of bags of loose figures, and there were Star Wars, like soldiers almost. So this is another bag of them. There was 72 in the bag altogether. I found out they were Star Wars Command after watching a few YouTube videos. I put them all up for 40 quid. An offer came in at £38, super happy. When I bought the lot, I didn't really put much value against it, maybe a £5. So to get nearly 40 quid for it, I'm super happy. And another great sale. Next up is another Indiana Jones figures. So I know I picked up a load of Indiana Jones figures. So maybe 30, 40 altogether. Here's another great sale. So this is Indiana Jones, complete, mid-2000s, in the box. £12, only a couple of pounds into it, so great sale there. Next up is a board game my partner picked up. So I do really well with vintage board games, 80s, 90s. They just seem to do really well. The whole vintage retro thing is what I tend to sell really well. So this was Hullabaloo, vintage board game from 1993. Complete, $14.99. We picked up for a couple of pounds. Great to get it sold, and another board game, perfect time for Christmas. Next up is a big item. So this is a Tigger. This is a large plush Tigger. Again, official Disney store. I tend to only pick up, if we're going Disney plushes, I only tend to pick up the big official or the official ones. So this was a big 20-inch one, so decent size. Put up for £30. Didn't really know what I was going to get. Offer of £25 came in. Thank you very much. Only a couple of pound into it. Another great sale. Next up is a PlayStation 3, the backwards compatible one. So this one, I didn't buy it on its own. I picked up another console on Xbox. Somebody reached out to me on my Retro Consoles UK page saying I've always wanted an Xbox 360. I had a Gears of War Special Edition one, and this is what they had to swap. So the backwards compatible consoles always sell really well. Boxed, unboxed. Boxed ones you get about £150 for. So this came with 7 games. It was 7 games that weren't worth selling individually. Bundled them all together. Got it listed. Had it for £110. Loads of watches, loads of different watches on it. Sent out offers of $99.99. Sold straight away. Great. So next up is this was part of my retail arbitrage that I picked up. You might have seen this in a few videos now. These were lava lamps, or icon floating lamps. So they're an accessory, a video games accessory, good for games rooms and stuff. I had 4 of this size, so this is a smaller size. Had it for $34.99. Got full asking price. Super happy that's gone. Another great sale. Next up is another 90s board game. So this is Party Mania. This was from 1994. Not many on eBay, so quite rare item. Made by Parker. 100% complete. So this is another game that requires a VHS. You put it in, it tells you what to do as you go along. Put it up for $24.99. It hung around for about 5 or 6 months. So it didn't sell as fast as the other ones, the VHS games from this era. But I'm super happy to get a full asking price of $24.99. Next up, I've got a couple of these Kenner Microverse sets. I had 5, 2 have now sold. So this is a Microverse Batman and Robin Heroes. I'd never seen these before I picked up this lot. Tiny little Micro Machine size, but they're not made by Micro Machines, made by Kenner. Called Microverse. This is Batman and Robin Heroes. Got full asking price of $24.99. Super happy with that sale and great to see another item gone. Next up is a game that I picked up from a local charity shop. So this charity shop tends to be quite expensive. Normally things are really quite overpriced, so I don't really pick much stuff up from this. But this is a Star Trek TAC Wing Starter mini-series. I know these kind of games mainly always do really well. That people can add extra items to them, and it's a role-playing game. It's super cool. I didn't think it would be worth £50. I put it up for $49.99. I paid £8 for it, so I paid up a bit, but a great sale. It was complete, thankfully. There was a lot of pieces in there to go through, but thankfully it was complete. To get £50 is a great profit as well. Next up is the last of, I picked up 3 football shirts, as I mentioned before, on eBay and on auction. This is the last one to go. This is an Argentina shirt. All the shirts I picked up were double XL. So this was another one. Had it up for $24.99. No, maybe $24.99, 20 or £30. Offers went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. £22.50. Thank you very much. Got it sold. So next up is a figure you might have seen. I recently sold a brand new in the box version of this for £80-90. But this was a loose figure. So this is Indiana Jones from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is the bad guy in the film. So this is up for £30. Sold really fast. I don't know if it's going abroad or it's down in the UK, but $29.99 for a loose figure is great money, and I'm glad to see it sell. Next up, I have loads of these Micro Machine sets. So there's Starship Troopers, there's Predator, there's Terminator 2, all those kind of mid-90s films. This is Starship Troopers. This is Micro Machine set number 2, 1996 from Galoob. Had up for £35, got full asking price. Super happy that it's gone. Another great item to sell. Next up is my pink PlayStation. So I travelled about 50 miles back and forth to pick this up. It was only 20-30 quid. I was super happy that I seen it. Fired down the road, managed to pick it up. Sat on it for about 6-7 months. I've had it for quite a while. I was looking for good money for it. I had it out for £150. I sent a few offers out of about £120. Didn't take any bites. Doesn't matter though. I got full asking price, £150. Super happy with that. Everything was there. It was the rare pink one, the slim line in the box. in the special edition box as well. Super happy, get that sold. Next up is another Star Wars Micro Machine set. Like I said before, I've been doing really well with these. I've had these in the past, they always sell well. You normally get about £40–45 if they're sealed in the box. A lot of people did keep them in the mid-90s, brand new in the box, thinking they were going to be the next massive thing and they were going to be worth a fortune in the future. It didn't really work out that way, but still good money. Still, this is £45 I got for this. Still a really strong sale. Happy to get the sale. £45, fantastic. Next up is a couple of pops. So you would have seen in a recent video I picked up about 30 or 40 pops, and most of the best stuff is gone. Still got a couple of big ticket items, but these are two fantastic sales we've got now. So this is Hulk Hogan pop. Had it for £45. Took an offer of £40. Great sale, happy to see it go. And the next one was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Again, had it out for £50–60. Took an offer of £50. Great sale, and happy to see it go. Next up was an item I wouldn't normally pick up. So this is an Elvis DVD special edition deluxe box set. Aloha from Hawaii. So this isn't something I normally pick up. I was in the charity shop. There wasn't much. I was going around the charity shop all day. There wasn't much about. I looked up comps. They were strong. Put it up for £15. Only cost me £1. Can't complain. $14.99 is better off in my pocket. Next up is another lamp. So again, we sold out the smaller lamps now. So this is another PlayStation lamp. Full asking price, £35. Super happy with that. And next up is another thing. This has sat on a death pile for ages. So it was the thing I'll get around to listen at some point. I have a PlayStation 3 set up in my games room. Tested it out. So this is an official Sony PlayStation 3 remote used for DVD, Blu-ray players. Stuck it up for $13.99. Not fantastic money, but still good, strong money. Didn't put much value on it when I picked it up. Get full asking price, I'm super happy with that. Next up is another Star Wars piece. So this is Star Wars Rebels, advanced prototype vehicle, brand new in the box. Again, part of the massive toilet I picked up recently. Got full asking price, $29.99. Super happy about that, and really strong, good sale there. Excuse me. Next up, we have a big piece. This was a Disney Cars 20 figure. It was a massive mega set made by Disney. I think they bring them out for a lot of movies. So this is the Cars 2 version. So there was one listed on for about 180. I stuck mine on for 120. Message back and forth with the buyer. They said, look, the last couple have sold for £75, £80. Will you take £95? Took up a lot of space, only about 20 quid into it. Super happy it's sold, £95, out the door, great sale. Next up is something that I normally sell. So video games is predominantly what I sell. I've just expanded as time's gone on to include different other vintage and retro items. So this is more my bread and butter. So this is Mystical Ninja, car only on the N64. Fun asking price, it sat around for a while. I was surprised because it's a really good game. Quite sought after. Got the final asking price that I wanted for it, $24.99. Great sale there. Next up is another figure. So this is Indiana Jones. This is the theme park edition. These were released specially for the Disney theme park. This is a German mechanic. New and sealed in the box. $34.99. Great sale there. Next up is the Indiana Jones figure, the 80s one that I've mentioned in a few videos before. This sold for £80, great sale, and I mean, Kenner, anything Kenner, mid-80s, you've got the Star Wars, you've got Indiana Jones, brand new in the packet, great sale, and to get £80 is fantastic. Next up is a bit of a funny one. So I was going around the charity shops in my local town, Aberdeen, and there wasn't really much stuff about, and there was a bucket full of plushies and teddies and stuff, and this character was in there. I recognised the character from somewhere, but I couldn't just remember where I recognised it from. So I thought for £1, I'll pick it up. And it turned out to be a super rare mid-90s from the video game Crash Bandicoot. So it was Tiny the Tiger. He comes with accessories normally, and if he has his accessories, he sells for about £18–90. So definitely one to look out for. I stuck it up for £60, hoping for big things, and bam, it sold within about 40 minutes. Could I have got more money? Probably. Am I happy to turn £1 into £60? All day long. Super sale. Next up is another one, not big money, but they do still sell. So this is a Harry Potter hardback Order of the Phoenix book by Bloomsbury, first edition. First edition was printed on the 3rd page. You can pick them up for £1 or £2. They're still good sellers. This one's going to Germany. Got £12.99 for it. Super happy with that. Even time you take out postage, 10 times what I paid for it is always a great sale. Next up is another one. So this is one my partner picked up. This is a complete natural history box set of Fanables made by Ricky Gervais. This is something I would never normally pick up. My partner's getting really good at picking stuff up, scanning it, checking sale comps. Like I say, I would never normally ever looked at that. Stuck it up, a couple of days, hung around for, got £30 for it, plus postage. Great sale. It only cost us a couple of quid. Fantastic sale. Glad to get that. So that's it for the sales video. So thank you very much. Like I say, 70 sales, 50 plus 2 weeks in a row is fantastic. So Q4 is really flying for me now. Obviously, I do sell a lot of video games, toys, so it is the perfect time of year for that. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, why not subscribe? We have videos coming out every week. Pick-up videos, sale videos, video game collections, top 10s, you name it, there's everything. There's over 70 videos on my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.